price of Bonk keeps on exploding, up 100% since yesterday, since my video. And if you guys remember, I mentioned that this can still explode 100 to 200%, of course, after the Binance listing before coming back down. And the big question is this a good opportunity to essentially buy, or should you sell, or should you short? If you guys like this video, of course, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, turn those notification bells on so you guys never miss a video. So diving in right here into Bonk right here, we know that it just got listed on Binance, peaked at a market cap of approximately $1.9 billion, currently traded at $1.56 billion, ranked 49. So we know this is kind of repeating the same pattern as Pepe. And we know what happened when Pepe right here got listed on Binance on the 5th of May 2023. Okay, this was the candle right here when it got listed. Guess what happened that day? It got listed, it exploded 150% before coming back down. So it only took one day later until it made a massive reversal and dumped 82%. Now, of course, right now we are in different times. We're going to be having a look at the Bonk technical analysis on TradingView. We're going to be diving into CoinGecko to see where it could potentially go. But of course, guys, we know that these meme coins are obviously brought up by hype. And if you don't want to get burned, I would not get in right now, because a lot of people will call this a scam when they get in at the all-time high, and that's about it. So if we dive into CoinGecko real quick, we could see that the price of Bonk right now is up 82%. Okay, in the last 7 days up 134%, in the last 30 days up 1,000%. So we know this thing is heavily oversold right here. Like I said, the market cap peaked at, okay, it peaked even over $2 billion right here, so even higher than Pepe in my opinion. Trade at 0.00028. Of course, this is a cryptocurrency built on the Solana ecosystem. Now, a lot of people are saying, should I get in this now? And like I said in my video, no, I would not get into this right now, even if it pumps another 50 to 60%, because I think a massive correction will be around the corner, and I think it is heavily overvalued. Now, a lot of you might disagree with me, and that's completely okay. A lot of holders might disagree with me. That's completely okay. But if you are new to this video, and you are new to my channel, and you are new to Bonk, I know that I'm here to save a lot of people, okay? Because a lot of people follow hype, and following hype is not essentially the greatest thing. Now, if we have a look on Twitter real quick, okay, and this is something that I disagree with a lot of people and a lot of influencers, but let's have a look at Rand real quick, okay? I like Rand New Year Crypto Banter. He's pretty cool. He's awesome. But he said right here, I know people made generational wealth in less than 30 days. Buying Bonk, this is just the beginning. Yes, I liked it and everything, but I don't think that this is just the beginning. I think we're more towards the beginning of the end, in my opinion. And I'm not saying it's the end forever. I'm talking about a correction. So a lot of people will tweet this, and they're going to be exit liquidity, obviously, when they buy, and that's not essentially good. Okay, you don't want to buy at the all-time high. You don't want to buy when people are making $150,000, $200,000. You don't want to buy that, because in order for you to make right now 100%, the market cap would have to be close to $4 billion. Okay, and in order for you to make 10x, the market cap would have to be $16 billion. And you need to keep in mind and think about other investors who already made 10x in 30 days, right? They're most likely going to cash out, most likely going to have stop profits, and essentially that. So let's have a look right here at TradingView. Let's dive into TradingView to see where this can potentially go. I'm gonna start off right here with MEXC, because MEXC right here is obviously the main exchanges that was firstly traded on, and obviously this was probably the biggest indicator that you want to look at. It was breaking that massive downwards trend. Okay, so obviously Bonk was launched about a year ago, December 22, 2022, and of course we saw a massive pump followed by a massive decline, and since then Bonk obviously exploded right here over 200x. We're talking about 200x gain. If you would have put $1,000 even right here, you would have came out with $100,000. Okay, so obviously very crazy. The Binance listing did happen right here today. This is a daily time frame. So if you guys remember my video yesterday, I did mention that of course the Coinbase listing was happening and everything, but I did mention a few things. I said that if we break this level right here, okay, this was the resistance, okay, we were sitting at the resistance right here. I said if we break this resistance, we're most likely going to see a nice parabolic run, and guess what happened? We pumped approximately 168% since. So If you would have put in $1,000, you would have came out with $2,300 approximately, which is obviously great, right? So why did I say that? Well, we saw the same thing happening right here. As you guys can see, we saw a nice little parabolic run, consolidation. What happened when we broke that consolidation or that resistance? We exploded another 160%. So obviously these patterns tend to repeat themselves over and over and over again. And the big question is, what is the next big move? And can this be the start of the correction right here? First of all, a pullback right here is inevitable in my opinion. A 50% pullback in my opinion will most likely happen, at least to this level, retesting before essentially continuing to the upside if we see more upside momentum. That's number one. Number two, we know that we are heavily oversold or overbought, I should say, not only on the 4-hour time frame, but on the daily. And of course, I don't know if on the weekly, of course, we are heavily overbought. And we know every time we are overbought, investors tend to look for a sell opportunity. And when we're oversold, investors look for a buy opportunity. So what happened? What caused this thing to essentially go parabolic? Well, number one was we were pretty much overbought, oversold right here, and that made this nice little potential reversal, which we are seeing right now. So obviously these are the indicators you want to look at. Now that we are currently overbought right now, this is the time for maybe a short or of course a nice potential reversal. So obviously this is not financial advice whatsoever. It's very possible that we do see an upward continuation. And another thing that you guys need to keep in mind is that this is, at the end of the day, it does follow hype. It's a meme coin. It follows a lot of hype. And of course, Coinbase was the hype. Binance was the hype. What happens after that? People sell. There's no news after that. There's nothing crazy after that. So this is why it's important, guys, not to follow the hype and not to essentially trade this, long this, especially. You have a better chance of making money shorting this than you do of longing. Now, I'm not a bunk hater. I'm most likely going to buy and start accumulating right here when it drops 50%. But after that, we're going to have to see what happens, because if we go all the way right here, which was literally 2 to 3 days ago, we're looking at 83% dump. So if you drop $10,000 right here, you are at risk of losing $8,000 within hours or days. So this is why I'm telling you guys, to always be smart. If you didn't get in early, there's no point of getting in late. We're not talking about altcoins right now that could, that are smart and that have good potential in the future. Now, I'm not saying Bonk doesn't have potential whatsoever. We know what they're capable of doing. It's a whole new story right here. If we go on bonkcoin right now, we look at it, initially launched as a free airdrop of Solana. They have 650,000 holders, 115 integration, and 10 chains. Now you see right here, to become the #1 community coin on Web3, multi-chain, DeFi, gaming, and you could see right here, they're listed on almost every tier 1 exchanges, up 20% of the day. Overall, that is my video of today. If you guys want to buy, that's up to you. If you guys want to sell, that's up to you. I'm just thinking what will and can potentially happen. If you guys like this video, of course, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, and I will see you guys in my next video tomorrow.